Hi guys, today my name is Amity Ramirez and I will be talking about immigration reform. I wanted to discuss a little bit about this topic just because it is such a big deal right now in the time being with people. We have students ditching classes and doing their own walkout to protest against ICE and to say how ICE is bad for the country. That I do believe it's not the best thing students can be doing as children, because these are high school students, not college students that are eligible to vote, but they are high school students that some of them aren't even of the age to vote. And to me, it's good that they want to make a movement, that they want to put their voices out there and they want to be heard. Not get me wrong, that is amazing that they want to do that at such a young age, but it is really hard because they're missing out on the education that they're getting. And that brings me to my first point is immigrants come here for a better work life, workspaces, and to put their students or children into better education. They come here for better education in school for their children. Most of them, not most of them, some of them have immigrant parents that are here illegally, and their students are enrolled in schools in the United States. And those children, they come here for a better education, but yet they are not taking advantage of that. They're doing walkouts, and again, I'm all for protesting, for allowing them to hear their voice and stuff like that, having the people hear their voice, but they come here for the better education, but yet they're walking out on the education. So that is really hard to stand behind and represent, because you come here for a better education, but yet you don't stay in the classroom to get that education. So that's really hard. But as stated on the ap.org news website, it says, which recommended a strategy, called translanguaging. That means using Spanish at times to help students make meaning of the English lessons and conversations happening around them, end quote. It's really hard to see the students not taking advantage of the education that they're given, and that's that. My next point is that immigrants do help better the economy. We have more people coming into the country, regardless for what it is. If their home life is putting them in danger, then they come to the U.S. for a better home life overall, just a better life overall, to get their soon-to-be children out of that danger. If they are planning to have children, they don't want their children to grow up in that kind of danger, so just they want to get out of that danger, whatever it's for. Immigrants help better the economy because they come, they grow the economy, they do. And as stated in ep.org, immigrant workers are a major and vital component of the U.S. workforce across occupations and industries, many of which would struggle without their contributions, end quote. And that quote really does hit deep in some parts, because right now, if you were to go to a construction site, you would most likely see more Mexican people or Hispanic people, or just more immigrants overall, being the most hardworking and are eager to get their money. They're eager to get work, because without work they have no income. They don't have any money to provide for their families. And so that is the first thing that I wanted to start with. Or that is the second thing that I wanted to start with. But another main point in that immigrants want to help better, or that immigrants help better the economy, is that they're growing the population. The more people that come, they grow the population. And the thing about that is, some people here that are here in the United States legally do not completely do not agree with that, just because the immigrants can be taking some of the benefits that the legal citizens in the United States have, such as like when they come illegally, they are given some sort of benefits. In the past, they were given benefits, but the people who are here legally do not agree with that because they're here legally. They have their papers to be here. They have visas. They have green cards to be here legally. But yet, the people who didn't do the process, the people who didn't serve to get their green card, you can serve or you can take the test and work for it. They just come here. They don't have it. They don't do the process that you need to be done legally. They end up taking those people's benefits, and the legal people that are here are upset about it, which they have every right to be. But coming to my final and third point is that people say the system is confusing and unfair. Many people say that the system is unfair because immigrants come here, like I said before, for a better work life, a better education or school for their children, or just a better life overall to get out of danger and whatever their problem may be. But they come here, they say it's unfair because people are getting torn apart from their families. That is the most saddest thing a family will go through, most likely in their whole entire life, because they're getting ripped apart from their loved ones. The people who they love the most, they are getting torn apart from them. But it also is hard because they are the people who aren't going through the process, the legalized process that you need to live here legally. And they say it's unfair, they say it's confusing, and as I have right here a quote from my article at openrightsgroup.org, participants reported high levels of stress, fear, exhaustion as they attempted to navigate unclear guidance, shifting deadlines, and frequent technical problems. This was made worse by inadequate support from the Home Office, end quote. Guys, this is such a big thing nowadays, that ICE is taking illegal people, sending them back to their homelands, tearing families apart. Their students are getting left in schools, and their parents are being taken away, and they may not even know it. But at the end of the day, it is the legal thing to do. Get the green card, get the visa, whatever they need. They should, that they need to have to be here. So that's that. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you.